Good evening, everyone. We are now live. Thank you so much for joining us. I am here tonight with Nathalie and Justice. Say hello, girls.
Hello. Hi.
The energy is a little bit low, Justice.
Why me? Hi.
Welcome. I'm Deneice Leigh, chairman of Anime Matsuri, and we are here kind of late. We just finished our exhibit hall meeting. But we are here to discuss a few things. So please join us and don't forget to subscribe because that'll be easier access for you to get on this link immediately. So let's share this. I'm going to refresh so that I can have your questions and comments in front of me as well. Right now, is it available yet? Ta-ta-ta. How's it going?
Pretty good. Long day at work.
It's been a long day.
Sleepy.
Just a little bit.
I feel the convention creeping closer, so I'm feeling the hit right now.
Pressure's on.
The pressure is certainly on, guys. We have a lot going on behind the scenes on the daily, and we are being updated also pretty much on the daily, for me especially, because there's a lot of companies involved. There's a lot exhibitors. Remember, Nathalie is in charge of our vendors and the exhibit hall. So tell them again what you do.
So I am the exhibit hall coordinator, and I take care of basically the first floor.
Yes.
Basically anything in the first floor, from gaming to cosplay, car show area. But yeah, everything kind of goes through me for the most part.
Yes.
The vendors are the big part. We have a lot of them, and the artists right above them as well.
And we will touch on vendors in a little bit. But yes, so you and a whole bunch of your team.
A lot.
In the exhibit hall, level 1 of the George R. Brown. Justice, to remind the people, aside from yaoi that you love,
Okay.
what else you love to do at AM and what you're responsible for.
Oh, well. I am the Maid and Butler Cafe coordinator. Yay. And it entails much more than what people may think. I'm in charge of decoration, graphic designs, advertising, marketing, photo shoots, food, menu, merchandise.
Yeah.
Pretty much putting up 2 pop-up restaurants inside a place that shouldn't have food. So I'm feeling it.
Oh, the cafes. Well, there is going to be food this year. The
yes.
reservations are live, and it's moved, guys, from the 3rd floor of the convention center to the 1st floor of the convention center.
Yes, it's much easier to find. It's in your face. You see a pink pop-up shop and like a navy royal blue pop-up shop in Exhibit Hall E. You walk in there, you're gonna see us first. Hopefully, you see us first. I'm pretty sure because it's a box.
It's the new Shibuya Crossing Center in Hall E, and it's a lot to do, guys. Each department has a lot to do right now, and it's again creeping up on us. But at the same time, it is very exciting. A lot of exciting stuff this year. I wanted to go back since it is a little bit of a throwback Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Yes. In 2008, okay, this is when we first moved to the Marriott Waterway Hotel in the Woodlands. Can anyone relate to this out there? If you were back in 2008, I mean, there's some questions about why do we have unrelated? Why do we have non-anime guests, right? So I just want to do a throwback on this subject real quick. So 2008, we brought we revamped like the first year because it is in a smaller space. We had actually about 200,000 square foot of convention center space. And there was only maximum capacity at the Marriott Waterway, 340 rooms. I think it's still the same, but it's been a while since we've been there. However, in 2008, we did so many new things. We added so many new elements to the convention, and we actually brought so many different guests from across the board, and some were unrelated to anime. For example, Cynthia Rothrock did anyone ever meet Cynthia Rothrock? Do you know who she is? She
Mhm.
is actually a first female martial artist on in film, and she lives in California. And we brought her, and she loves anime. She was enthralled by the whole situation. We brought also Masumi Max for our car show. Import Reactor back then was Import Reactor car show, and Masumi Max was one of our guests, and we brought various guests for music and whatnot as well. So again, some are just unrelated to anime. Now, also we added a car show factor, and we got a lot of havoc for that back in the day. What does it have to do with anime? We also added fashion show. What does that have to do with anime? A lot of people were really upset with us for adding something new to what the typical anime convention was.
I think that's a shame. It's like you're only taking up maybe 10% of the culture.
It's strange because we are a Japanese pop culture event as well, and that has a lot to do with pop culture in Japan. And so we want to share what people are interested in and also expose more content to the fans so that, may not be able to go to Japan, may not be able to travel. But those type of guests, these type of events are actually pretty valid. And let's fast forward to 2019. We announced 2 young, talented Disney guests recently.
Yeah, I had a tweet that's like, why?
And
Why not?
Disney actors, extremely talented in their own right, but love anime, want to be with anime fans, want to expose themselves to this world of anime culture, nerd culture that they have not experienced. And also, why not, right? Why not add this element? Now, we went from a 200,000 square foot location back from 2008 and that was our second year, by the way, to 2019 now, where we utilize over 2 million square feet, which is almost 10 times the amount of space we had back then. So we will always, guys, Anime Matsuri will always primarily be an anime event. We will always bring anime guests. We will always bring anime content to you. And very important, because that is primarily our show. However, with the size in which we're growing, right, and the space in which we have, why not add more diverse elements? Why not share with you what you could be experiencing, or if you don't want to experience it, you don't have to. There is 2 million square feet that you can roam around and plenty to do. Plenty to see, experience, shop for.
Yeah, even
what are your
I'm
thoughts?
pretty sure the ratio of guests is still like 80% anime related.
Yes.
So having maybe 2 new, young, enthusiastic girls coming in for the first time at an anime convention, why spoil their time? Just have them come, have them sing, read for the kids, because they want to see them.
Mind you, I believe you guys, anime fans, like to do and love to do other things other than anime.
I've seen a lot of Disney cosplayers too.
And if I can put my 2 cents in
Yes.
that, from the exhibit hall, there is so many artists that do Frozen. The first year that Frozen came out, the biggest thing I saw in Artist Alley was Jack Frost and Elsa.
Wow.
And I saw that everywhere. At every convention I went to, not just our convention. It was at every convention. They always do that when Zootopia came out.
Yes.
I mean, it was like the cosplays are everywhere. It's in the exhibit hall. You can buy all the, the cosplay things there too. So it's not just necessarily just specifically Japanese animation. It also branches out because people that love it, they watch other things too.
Yeah.
Same with Star Trek. There's always comic book art stuff in the exhibit hall.
Star Wars,
Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, they're all still drawn in there. People still buy them.
Yes, and mind you, also about 3 or 4 years ago, guys, after you guys, I don't know, maybe you remember, after Midnight Productions, they made a couple panels. They hosted actually a couple events in our programming. One of them was the Rocky Horror Show.
Yes. I remember
And
that.
the Doctor, I don't know if you guys out there know about that. Dr. Horrible was another event or panel. And this was in Hall B, right? Ballroom B. And that seats 1,500 people. It was at capacity, and people were waiting outside to attend these events. These are not anime related programming, okay? But people love to experience it. And so why not be able to have more diverse content for everyone to at least try and see, and also be able to expose yourself and, to new fandom, and also the other way around. The other fandom is sharing or learning about anime, and so that is something extremely important for you guys to know, that Anime Matsuri is a celebration of many different things, pop culture, as well as anime, as well as related arts. And you should be all for it, because we have the space, we have the content, we have the capability of bringing these guests who actually request to be at our event. So
Just take advantage of it.
These are not just your typical, person outside the door, right? No name or anything like that. These are people who are very talented in their own right and in their own industry. So why not? Why not bring this to Anime Matsuri? So let's take a look at some of the comments that you might have here. Hi guys, how's it going?
They're talking about the new guests that were announced.
yes.
The girls.
Ah,
No,
yes.
yeah, Jack Frost is not from Frozen, but I was trying to say that the different genres,
Oh,
they
yeah,
put
different
them
genres.
together, like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Because Jeff Frost's not Disney,
Yeah.
but they're still putting together.
Yeah, and then they do stuff like that as
Yes,
well. So,
yes.
and even Marvel and DC, you see artists meshing that up all the time.
All
you
the
see a lot
time.
of, so you see it already there. So
Yeah.
if we see it everywhere already in our convention, why not give them more?
There's a fusion of things, I want to say.
It's not like we're taking away; we're giving more. I think that's the
That's
something
the primary.
missing.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is actually what I want to address. That we will not take away
No.
the anime part of the
I'm
convention.
pretty confident our anime part is pretty strong right now.
It's very strong this year, guys. Very strong.
Nothing's being taken away with anime.
We will not take away anything from what we plan to do. It's not like we're replacing the guests. It's we're adding the guests to our programming, to our convention, to our experience, to your experience. So I just want to say that and like just give you an idea of where we've been all along and where we're still going. We're this is what makes Anime Matsuri pretty special.
Yes,
You
and
know.
I love that it's kid friendly. It's adding some more kid.
That is
family-friendly
another
things.
thing. It's our demographic is growing.
Yes.
We're starting families. We have families that have children or know of families that have children, and they want to bring their children to experience these things. And mind you, not all the children get to stay up late. So the children have a curfew. So
Yes.
that's why the adult content of Anime Matsuri
It's at night.
is at night, and it's very strict.
And we have
So-
someone 7-year-old already requested autographs. So
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's awesome. I mean, my children,
Yes, of course.
my little girl, she actually, I showed her who was coming, and she was extremely excited. She watches Shimmer and Shine, and Ava Bella is part of that, and she also loves Frozen since she was an infant. So it's something extremely special for her, and now I get to experience it with her. So why not give the children something else to do as well? They're there with their families. It's just an added bonus, I believe.
And not to mention our own guests. They love seeing all those people too.
Yes, yes, our guests really enjoy what you guys put on for them. cosplay, the panels and everything. So they get to see and do and shop, all these things as a new experience for them. And I think they're going to pretty much enjoy what they're going to see and experience.
Yeah.
It is very huge. Cyphren says George R. Brown is pretty huge. It'll be able to host all new people that visit in it.
And more.
And more.
And way more.
And I also want to say that our event is one of the most attended events at the George R. Brown Convention Center. We're one of the top events that the George R. Brown Convention Center hosts.
I remember who's number one. It was like a crochet convention.
Oh my gosh,
the quilt show.
The quilt show.
We gotta beat the quilt show, guys.
The quilt show has been going on for 20 years, guys.
Those old ladies.
No, it's not old ladies. Come on. It's a lot of it's there too. Young professionals, learning about the craft.
And they must lose.
They actually
maybe they have anime quilts.
They might,
That's
that could be something, But anyway, we are one of the biggest events in the convention center, and at our convention center here in Houston, and it is something that we want to fill up with you guys and more. So and get to experience all these different parts of the convention. So why not? Why not add all this, and why not show your support for it? At least you can check it out. You don't have to do anything, and if you don't care to do it, you don't have to. You can. There's plenty of otaku things that you can still do, I believe.
Yes, plenty.
Plenty. Oh gosh, it is. Hi guys. TR Lara Croft, 1991. Hey, this is my first time going to Anime Matsuri. I'll admit I'm excited, but mostly nervous. Is there anything I can expect as far as crowd, weapon prop, rules, and possible dress code to some events? Okay, that's a lot in one question.
Yes, it is.
Thanks for that question. Okay.
First, welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for
yes,
coming.
thank you for coming on. It is one of the biggest events, like we said. There will expect crowds, expect lines, expect really exciting content, cosplay. I want to say like 70% of our attendees that loyal fans dress up.
So in some way, shape, or
in
form.
some shape or form. So expect a lot of costumes everywhere. People taking pictures everywhere, shopping. So there will be crowds everywhere.
Expect to lose your money.
Yeah.
Expect to be broke.
There are weapon rules. There are weapon prop rules, and you get to check in your prop at the check-in points. There will be points for that, and that's usually in the info area.
Yeah, make sure to have it done first before a cop finds you.
Yes.
Don't have an HPD officer come at you and say, "Have you got your weapons checked?" And you say no, and then you're escorted out.
There are certain dress codes. You just can't. It still follows the laws of Texas when it comes to dress code. So you can't be, in the nude.
Yeah, cover your nips or something.
Yes.
But also good taste of anime related or gaming or different genres.
Don't be that guy.
Don't
be that guy like last year.
Oh, that guy.
You get like a nose laugh and that's it.
If you do purchase swords, however, I think someone mentioned swords earlier in the comments.
We have a weapons policy.
We do have a weapons policy for that. It has to be blunt and it has to be non-metal, for example. And if you purchase sword in the exhibit hall, you do have to bring it back or not have it out.
Yeah, so when you purchase a sword in the exhibit hall, it's once they sell it to you, they are going to enclose it.
Yes.
So you can't walk around with an open weapon. It is going to be enclosed and you cannot open it. So if we see somebody with an open weapon, we can still stop you at the very exit of the exhibit hall. It has to be checked in. Everything has to be sealed and contained. You can take it to your hotel room, to your car, somewhere else, and then use it at another time, but not around the convention.
Yeah, you can't take it out once it's purchased.
Yes.
We do. Yeah, there are sword vendors that have real weapons like that, and they are very strict about sealing it and not opening it.
They've been with us for years, so they know our policies.
Yep.
highly suggest you kind of stick to the policies unless you want your weapons to be confiscated.
Or your badge.
And your badge.
Don't
Yes.
show off your sword. I know you're trying to be a cool guy and protect the girl.
Don't risk your badge,
Don't
guys.
risk it.
Yes, don't risk it. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about the schedule real quick.
Yes.
Oh,
We have a
man.
very solid schedule so far. I want to
Okay.
say this is a very well balanced schedule. So it is, we have everything. We have like anime, we have kaiju,
Oh.
monsters, with Godzilla guests that we have, panels. We have sci-fi, right? We have video game content that we're going to add, programming for that in there. We
like
have
tournaments.
Yeah,
just-
tournaments, all that stuff.
Super Pass Lounge.
Oh,
Yes.
we have kids and adult content in our programming, and all kinds. We're even going to even add the maid and butler cafes in the program, like their schedule of
Yeah,
when
the
it's
sessions.
open, the sessions are when it's open
Yeah,
and
don't
whatnot.
come over not closed.
You
I'm not gonna be there.
there's special sessions as well,
Yes.
things like that. So I think we have a really solid program so far. What we haven't added are the fan panels, for example.
We're still working on that.
We're still working on adding that and putting it out there for you, but usually that's later. That's in the next
Yeah.
Schedule.
And I'm sure how they pick it, they want to make sure it's unique, not the same things,
Yes.
or give everyone opportunity to have a panel. Because sometimes people post like 10 different panels, and we
Yeah.
can't pick all 10 of them.
Yes, I agree.
We really want quality, or as much quality as we can instead of just quantity.
Yeah. And then we also have added exhibitors in
Yes.
our schedule, guys. We have this is something that we haven't utilized in the past, right?
Yes, this
Nathalie?
is very new this year.
Yeah. So what we have done was, if you go on Anime Matsuri 2019.sked.com, okay, that is a link. The direct link to this schedule right now is Anime Matsuri 2019.sked, SCHED.com. And you should make an account, right?
Yes, please do.
Log in or create an account, and you can customize your schedule, and you can start picking and visiting the content in which we have panels and programming, and now exhibitors. You can actually go and see who is exhibiting and who is vending at Anime Matsuri, and then being able to kind of like say yes. Remind yourself that you're gonna visit that vendor or exhibitor. And
Yeah,
that's
so
so
you're
cool.
basically making your own schedule. So once you make your account,
Mm-hmm.
you can look at the panels, you can look at the guests, the special contents,
Yes.
the concerts, all that stuff, and you can make your own schedule.
Right.
And with all the vendors we have and all the artists and everything, you also want to try to get to the vendors you want for sure.
Oh yeah.
So you can now pick them, select them, and add them to your schedule instead of saying, oh my goodness, which one was it? I don't remember. Where
Right.
was that person located at? It's all right there.
Yeah, so there's the exhibitor vendor's name, then a description of what they sell or they do, right? And then it also sometimes will link them directly to
Yes.
their website, for example, and it also will have information if, let's say, they even have a programming, right?
Yes.
So it will give you information and whatnot. Go straight to that, add it to your program, add it to your schedule, and make sure to visit. And they'll notify you also, like if you want it to be notified of any changes, you can actually do that too. So it is awesome content that we created within the schedule. So now you get to see exactly what booth they're going to be at, what they do, and when you can actually go when and where you're going to be visiting them. So that's awesome.
And it is a work in progress. So
Absolutely working.
It is new.
Tentative.
Tentative.
So I have all their names up there, but description names, stuff like that. The booths and their names are up there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That will be there 100%.
Yeah, we're adding right
But we're
now
trying
pictures.
to put more visuals. Yeah, we're trying to make you see the actual logos or a picture of their booth. If they have websites, we're trying to link that so that you have the best experience you can have. And to optimize that, it's going to take a while. And this is our first year, so it's our first run with it. So we're trying to see as much as we can get. So it is tentative. But we are updating it on the daily. So
there's actually about 145 exhibitors listed right now if you go there. However, it's not all of them.
Nope. There's way more.
There is actually more. And when we get to the final number, I want to say it's going to be close to about 200 because there's going to be a lot of more exhibitors and vendors on that schedule.
I think I still have a lot to put up there, so it's a lot. And even just this week, we've had purchases. We still have things happening. So it's
on the daily.
On
the daily, we get messages, emails, people who are wanting to be a part of the show, want to participate in some shape or form, and we're also gonna add, guys, the food trucks.
Woo,
the food trucks are going. You guys love food. I know that. All the time.
More money.
Y'all better get to the food trucks this year because there's a lot more this year.
Especially the waffle bus. Oh my god! I don't even bother. I go in like late at night, and maybe the line is like 20
Last year, I was eating the waffle bus at 2 a.m.
I think I ate hot dogs with you at like 3 to 4.
It was pretty cool, guys. So we are adding the food trucks in our schedule too, so that you know who's listed, what they sell, and you know where to go.
And if you haven't tasted them, maybe you can taste them before you come as well. Become a fan.
Become a fan. Yeah, go ahead.
There was a question. People were asking about what the badges look like.
OMG.
Beautiful.
You guys are way ahead of us.
They look beautiful.
I have approved a badge artwork a little while ago, and it's still coming along. We've already sent it away, and we're getting them. And the first people will probably get to be able to see them is our staff, who is attending our orientation.
Yes.
So when we show our staff first, and then I will be able to show it to you guys. So you guys will have at least an idea of what it looks like. And it's beautiful this year with the hologram and everything. And Super Pass holders, you get your own badge. Crazy, always beautiful. And you also have RFID chip within the Super Pass badge, and you're the only one that has that because you get to scan in to certain areas of the convention this year, like the IA concert or the Super Pass holders. So it's pretty cool. One of the perks, RFID, along with other things we talked about.
I heard that each badge design, whether it's vendors, artists, whatever, they all look so different
from
each other.
Very different.
So you can spot it from maybe like a mile away.
It is color coded beautifully. It's not like yellow on the bottom only. No, the artwork alone is what makes Anime Matsuri badge so special, and we have so many talented people among our BTS, our behind the scenes staff, and it is awesome this year. Like every year we kind of up this the level of quality of our badge, and it's actually a little bit different shape too. Even in the back, like the map of the convention, we have a slightly different information for you, and the layout and everything of the badge is really beautiful this year. I mean, excellent quality. Very high quality. We never cease to amaze ourselves. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just praising our staff because they're behind all the stuff that we do, and it's pretty awesome to see the progress in which everyone, even within the staff, create things and be able to share with you guys the experience that we get along with it. So it's awesome. It's gonna be beautiful, and once I find it, get a hold of it. Actually, I will share with you what it looks like. Yes,
we're good for now for questions.
Okay, cool. So again, if you want to directly go to the schedule, and can we go to the schedule real quick? I just want to show what it looks like. Let's go to one of the panels. Orders too. Let's go to the exhibitors. And what we just talked about right now. If you go to the exhibitors, okay, sorry. Here we go. Ooh, there. Ooh, the Ultimate Store. Yeah, let's hit that. Look at this. Okay, so what's awesome about the schedule is that we mentioned that it shows the name of the exhibitor, where the booth is located exactly, and a description of what it is, what they you get to see there. And then what's cool is that you can the exhibitors, vendors, whatnot, they can even create their own Facebook event and then link the attendees, fans, their customers, for example, on the event, and you get to share this on right here, guys, Facebook or Twitter, or you can just directly copy this link and send it away to your friends and let them know. So that is pretty cool. And see, as you can see, we've started adding all the exhibitors so far that is we have confirmed information for, but as slowly we're also adding more visuals for you.
Yes.
That's pretty much it right now for this. But again, this is not all our exhibitors and vendors. We have, once we finalize the schedule, I think we're gonna have close to or about 200, maybe plus.
Yes.
We'll see. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, let's go to the schedule real quick. Ooh, okay. I just want to go to, okay, here's Friday. There's lots happening. I mentioned, like Ruben Langdon, for example. Let's see what Ruben is doing for Devil May Cry. See, so if you click on there, wow, cool, beautiful.
I love that picture.
Ooh, that picture is
What a
very
handsome guy.
nice. Very nice. So, it tells about the guests too. And, it links you guys. And if you want to attend it, you see these attendees down here, these smiley, happy faces.
They look so happy.
They created their account already on our schedule, and they have already put themselves as going to this panel. So what's cool about it is that the guests can actually see this too. So, vendors can see it, guests can see it, whoever is on schedule can see it. And again, this tells exactly when it's happening, where it's happening, a description of the panel itself. And it is awesome. And you can share this directly. And that's what's super cool about it. Okay. Vic Mañana.
My boy Vic.
Oh, our boy Vic. See, look at these. This is so cool. So, we get to share this information, and it actually shows what type of guests and everything that is listed on the schedule. That is cool. Let's see what Saturday is like. And this is pretty solid, I want to say, already.
Yeah, it hasn't moved.
We've added some things and we've edited some things, but the schedule itself is quite diverse and very well spread out.
Yes.
So we're trying to see the really big content, the programming that you guys will most likely want to go to. We add these first, right? And then from our guest list and everything, and then from that we're going to add the fan panels. So this, guys, look, this is on the schedule.
I want to see them.
This is so cool. This is a Disney storytelling by the guests themselves. Disney live reading with Ava and Livy. And that's super sweet. I'm hopefully going to bring my little one there. But yeah, I want to say it is a well-rounded and very diverse schedule. Oh, wow. Look, come on, guys. Let's show our guests
some
love and make your account and show them that you're coming to these panels and you're going to support them. Ooh, look at this. This is the Star Trek one. Star Trek Discovery panel. And look at all our guests. Dreamy. Sarah, dreamy. It's visually stunning. And the page itself, so, you can share this and add it to your schedule.
It's very easy to navigate.
It is very easy to navigate. So I want to say we're editing as much as possible to this. And I just saw autographs. So let's go to talk about autographs real quick. Can I say this? You guys are the reason we fight for our autograph sessions. We can sign any contract with the basics. A lot of our Japanese guests, we tend to be pretty much ready as soon as they say yes, and we can commit to contracting with them and everything like that, and we usually do it fairly quickly. However, what could possibly take long is the process in which we fight for things. And one of them is definitely autographs. We want to keep in mind, we always, when we sit in the meetings, when we meet these industry over in Japan, when we meet the agencies, when we meet the guests, we let them know how is this going to benefit our fans, because we really want you guys to have the most awesome experience at AM and what you haven't experienced anywhere else. So one of the best experiences for you is autographs, and we can sign these contracts without autographs, but we tend to not. A perfect example is Morning Musume back in 2016.
That was
Yes, we had what was in the schedule already in their contract, a concert and panel. That's all they want to do, and we're just like, no way. We could have, the press junket information and everything was in the contract, and it was ready within 2 months. What took longer, it actually added 4 more months, was the autograph session. We wanted to bring autographs to our attendees. And during that time, actually, that was during the AKB48 stabbing incident in Japan. And that was really scary for Japan industry in general. Basically, everyone in Japan, all the celebrities and the talents, just stopped doing autograph sessions, meet and greets, face to face with fans because of that scare. And even though that would happen around that time in 2016, and it was really a fragile, incident and a subject to be talked about, we were fighting for the autograph session. We were for Anime Matsuri fans. And even though there were only maybe a handful of you, lucky fans that got the autographs, even there was so very few, we still wanted this experience. And it took, instead of 2 months, it took 6 months to finalize their contract. And guess what? We had to go through so many channels and so many approvals in order, and all the way to the top, to the owners, to be able to approve the autograph session for Morning Musume back then. And this is how much we fight for you guys. We really do. And I just want to mention even like guests like Masami Suda back in a couple years back. I mean, he normally doesn't do autographs. He can do a panel and live drawing and whatnot, but he doesn't do autographs. And it took so long to convince guests like him too that we must have this for our fans. So now, fast forward to 2019, when we announced 5 Japanese voice actors coming from Japan. And we are so adamant about having autograph sessions included in their contract. So this is what's taking a long time to finalize, and please bear with us as we finalize everything. But this year, we've gotten so many messages from Japanese fans, guys, on the daily about the autograph sessions for Japanese voice actors that are coming to Anime Matsuri, because it is such a rare opportunity. It is something very limited, super special, and this is what we were able to to create for our fans. We're able to create this, and it is unlike anything else. So thank you so much, by the way, for being part of this, because this is extremely special for us and for you guys, I think. So take advantage of what you have, take that experience and just go with it and really support what we're doing, because if you guys support it, we can continue to try to fight for it even more as the years go on, with Anime Matsuri.
And I think a lot of attendees that attend other conventions, they're so used to, it's a guest autograph, guest off, but they don't see the fact that the Japanese guest, that's so rare.
Super rare.
People literally fly from Japan to come to our convention just for that experience that they can't get back at home.
Correct.
And so if you see their fans going through all that just to get their autographs, that should tell you right there,
yes,
this is a unique opportunity, and you should take advantage of it.
Yes.
Because it might not happen again.
Yeah, you will be fighting against those Japanese fans for
they
this
will
year.
Be coming.
Yeah, they will be coming. And they are, if they get a hold of that autograph session, they are coming. They already bought their Anime Matsuri badge just for the opportunity. So they are coming just to even see them in one of these panels.
Yes.
It's really, really rare opportunity.
And I think we did have a question about specifically about that, like announcing certain things, like what's going to come with the autographs.
Yes, so we are finalizing that, and I believe I mentioned it in my live last time that there's certain parameters in which the autograph sessions might have to partake. So there are certain guidelines in which certain guests can sign certain things. Example, Aina Kasuda-san is Love Live, right? Actress and singer. However, she may not be able to sign Love Live products. So she is going to be able to sign her newest picture, however, that she's exclusively saving for Anime Matsuri fans. So things like that. We're finalizing, Okamoto, Sasaki-san, Hatano, Junko Iwao, and Kusuda. So just letting you know that this is a rare opportunity. We're going to finalize all this. It's also going to be listed in the Eventbrite page in which you get to purchase the autograph session for. So we will be finalizing that.
And the autograph sessions for Japanese guests specifically only go on for like an hour or so.
Yes, about an hour.
So don't worry about carpal tunnel. I saw a question about that. Believe me,
no, they
not.
they each have 2 autograph sessions.
Yes, it's limited.
It's only about an hour and up to 75 of you at one time at each session. So just letting you know, it's about 150 or so in total that they're going to sign for the weekend, and each of them, again, 2 sessions. So it's a really rare opportunity, and we're listing when. I kind of gave you a sneak peek if you want to go back to one of the lives, a sneak peek of those pages of what it looks like, and like when it's going to happen, and where it's gonna be, like the Super Pass page versus the general attendee page.
Yes.
I want to mention real quick the Thursday concert.
Ooh.
So Thursday concert, one of the reasons why it took so long to finalize, and if this is gonna happen, if it's because of autographs. It's because of autographs. We are doing something beyond the scope of anime convention.
That's really unreal.
Yes, groundbreaking.
It's groundbreaking. I think it's it's going to be history, because if this happens if the autograph session happens for this Thursday concert, it's going to be the first time this group will be personalizing an autograph for a fan in the U.S. Never been done before.
Yeah, fans in that circle, that fandom,
yes,
will understand immediately once they find out, of course.
Yes, how rare this is.
How rare it is, how hard it is, and how it's like, I wish I was in that country, then I can do it.
Yeah.
Versus in America, I haven't seen any big name no, in that area, do this.
Yeah, it is a really special, very difficult actually plan to partake in, but we are fighting for it, and if it happens, guys, please know it is extremely limited, extremely unique, and a very rare opportunity, and so you guys definitely will be blown away.
And it's taking many, many months to try to get this to happen. So
Yes.
fingers crossed.
If you think about it, it's been years in the making.
Yes, years.
Yes, so it's just an opportunity to do this. It's really groundbreaking for this Thursday concert, and it's very unique.
And I love that we're stretching out to Thursday.
Yes,
We've grown so much that it's actually
yeah,
a 4-day con.
it is a 4-day con because amusement hall, guys, is open at 4 p.m. on Thursday.
Gamers welcome.
Gamers, well, that's the other thing. Like gaming, like what does that have to do with anime? But it is very cool.
It's related.
It is.
There's big gaming scene in Japan.
Tournaments. Yes.
There's so much crossover in Japan, right?
Especially all the indie games and all the, come on.
Games, fashion. I mean, there's crossovers now. And look at now. Like, I just want to go back to the idea of, things not anime related. It's absolutely anime related, maybe not extremely.
People draw video game art, people characters.
Yes.
Persona.
Capcom. Yes, Persona.
That's an anime now.
Devil May Cry.
Don't make cry.
We did have Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's there.
Yeah, I mean, film industry, I mean, it's all related. We've seen movies anime turn into movies. Ghost in the Shell, it's just things like that you guys seen. I mean, it might, you might not love it, but it is what it is, and it is also exciting to see it in the big picture or somewhere else, in a different way. So I think we should all be open-minded about experiencing this here, even at the convention.
And even the company we brought last year, Destiny Child.
Yeah,
That was
I would love to see
beautiful.
cosplayers of that game.
Yes, please.
Oh my
if you
gosh.
cosplay that.
that was a surprise for our
That
fans.
was beautiful.
We never announced Destiny Child.
No, we did
uh,
not.
So it was a big surprise.
It was
We're
a big
what is
surprise
this red
for those-
carpet for?
For the fans who attended Anime Matsuri in our exhibit hall. Destiny Child game, and one of the creators, he is actually Korean, but works for a Japanese company, and him and his wife does the artwork for the character artwork.
That's a sweet couple thing.
It's a sweet couple,
And
yeah.
they are so talented, and
Super talented.
so they were there. The booth was there. They were giving out freebies.
I got a freebie.
Oh,
I'm so
Yes,
glad they
those
signed
bags were
it.
nice.
I mean, it was and because of the support that they saw at Anime Matsuri, that they created the English version of that
When
game.
that was
Yes.
announced, all of us were excited, and I'm pretty sure a good chunk of the staff played it.
Yeah.
Yes, we
First
did.
half year.
Yeah, so these kind of things that we create inside our exhibit hall, visually stunning, also be able to you guys to experience rare content. It's all about that for us. We want to give you the most authentic experience from Japan, from the pop culture of Japan, and be able to share that with you here, because really it is about you. It is about what you guys support. And I just want to say, we listen to you guys. We fight for you guys. We want to give you the best experience possible. The choice of things that you guys can do during the weekend of Anime Matsuri, you guys can do a million things. But you know what? You guys chose to be with us. And you guys are committed to being at the convention. So we feel responsible for that. We really do, and we want to share with you the most memorable, unique experience at AM. So I want to thank you for being a true fan of all things Anime Matsuri related. So thank you for so much for your support. Is there any questions, by the way?
I guess one
few.
question that we can elaborate on, because I was
Okay.
partly answering it, but might as well go the whole way.
Okay.
So Mr. or Miss Movies and Stuff are making a comment that we've been talking about this Thursday's guest for a while, and that we promised them to be announced soon. But then they're thinking, why not announce them now? Even though you're talking about autographs, if you're ready, why not announce it? And I said so far.
Yeah.
Because when we announce any guest, the first question people ask is, how can I get their autograph? Where can I go? What can I get signed?
Are
How
they
much
having
is
a
it?
panel?
Are they having a panel?
Can I take a picture?
Like, we need those
How close
determined.
can I get?
I think it's not worth announcing a guest when we don't have those answers done yet.
Correct.
So there's no point.
There's actually a lot of elements to announcing a guest, guys.
Yes.
It's not just about the contract. Once we sign, we're done and we just announce. No way. We have a plan with them because we also want to be able to create the really and educate the experience for you guys. That is what's really awesome about AM. That we want to be able to make sure that we cover everything that we can possibly cover with the guests that we bring, and being able to share the news with you guys along the way. I will say this, and I know that some of you guys were waiting for information on announcements. And announcements, guys, is on the way. I can say for the Thursday concert, it will be announced probably on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Oh my god, that's close.
That is super close. That's only about 4 days away.
I'm gonna spam that announcement.
4 days away, guys,
excited.
for that Thursday concert announcement. And it is very big deal for not just us, I think for the U.S. It is a big deal. So anyway, I hope we answered that. There's a lot of procedures that we have to partake in order to create an announcement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another question that's kind of like behind the scenes related. Mr. Marty Lin asked me a question, but I might as well answer it here because instead of me typing up a paragraph.
Okay.
So he asked, he sent a proposal a few days ago, and he wants to know when we can check it. And I want to elaborate. If you were to send a proposal, like, can we bring this guest? Can you have this group come? Can we do this? Dude, we are like a month and a half from convention. I gotta be honest with you. We are a month and a half away from AM.
Yeah.
We can't promise any kind of accepting
Like,
proposal. When we do business, it takes maybe a year.
Yeah, sometimes
I mean,
a year, almost a year.
I think the
or
best
more.
thing I could suggest for people who are wanting to propose guests and stuff, since we are so close to this year's Matsuri,
Go for next year.
Start for next year, but I would suggest if it's something you know it's going to be big, post it on our official group, because when we have a lot of people commenting
Yeah, it's
over
much
and over
easier.
again, and they love your comments, and you keep posting there, and
Yeah.
we see that all these people want
We
it.
do read it, yeah.
That is what captures our attention the most, and we see
Yeah.
that, and we're like, you know what, this sounds like a pretty good. Let's look into this.
There's so many personal requests.
Yes,
I
so
want to
many.
say
Like, we-
personal requests. Maybe friends of yours that are famous in their own right, like photography, cosplay, music, DJs, dancers, models. We get all forms of inquiries, suggestions, and you can imagine. Even though I'm pretty relatable to a lot of my staff and the volunteers and whatnot and the fans, we do listen. However, we have to take into consideration the overall variety in which we have to choose the content to work with for Anime Matsuri. And we do, hopefully, we have multiple themes, as like Godzilla this year is one of the themes. We try to elaborate on that theme and also do different things along the way with art, with music, with talents from Japan. So it is a very diverse convention, and we have to consider all suggestions, but at the same time we can't take personal requests all the time.
No,
Yes.
we can't. Even then, if the request is very good, we still need to take time to research.
Oh,
what
yeah,
this
we
is,
research it quite a bit.
What are they famous for? What are they doing? How much
Yeah.
do they cost?
Yeah.
Like, how much?
You know,
And
just
what
it
will
just
they bring too.
yeah,
Because
what are
like
they
you
going to
said,
bring to the
yeah.
convention? How
because
is this
we don't
going to
want to
help?
bring them for just one thing. We want to see if we can get those autographs. If we can do everything. You know, we push as far
The
as
more
we
versatile
can.
the guest,
Yes.
Absolutely. I think that's the other thing is that not only are we just getting a guest, we're seeing how much talent they have. First of all, how much they are known in their industry, but at the same time, the potential for them.
yeah. Like, for example,
Yes.
Vic, he's doing autographs,
Oh,
Q&A, his own panel. He's gonna sing. He's doing a lot of things.
What won't he do?
Right. So there's a lot of things that our guests, even the Disney guests, or Doug, they have a variety of things that they can do, and on their resume. So suggestions for the guests is one thing, but we will also do quite a bit of research on the guests and see if this is going to work with the themes and with what we're creating for each event.
Yep.
So thank you for your patience, though. We do like the suggestions. As Nathalie mentioned, a lot of it comes from our official group. Official group is one thing that you need to.
We're on Facebook every day.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to communicate with us. Just make a
Yeah.
post, tag Nathalie, tag Nathalie, and then she'll answer your question.
But if we related, definitely tag Justice.
We have a group for that. Just join the group. Join the group. You can get my full attention in our own Yaoi group.
Oh yeah, there is a Yaoi group.
Yes, there's School of Yaoi. Please
Yes.
join it.
School of Yaoi. Hear that,
Actually,
guys?
I would love if you guys want a specific vendor that you saw at another convention or another state or another place. Tag them. Tag me. Like I would.
Oh yeah,
love
sometimes
to.
the vendors actually request for
sometimes
suggestions.
I get that, but I would love for like attendees to tell me, because if they tell me what they want, it'll be easier for me to go in and be like, I got a lot of people wanting this, and I'll tell them we have people actually want you to come.
On
Yeah.
the flip side,
Yeah.
those that tag me and wants to join the Maiden Butler Cafe, I'm sorry, but applications ended.
Yeah.
yes.
Like we're full. We're full on butlers, full on maids, but actually we're about to kind of premiere who our team of maids and butlers for 2019 will be in like 2 weeks. So you're gonna start seeing all the profile cards, who's who. You can start claiming who's your favorite maid or butler. So
Awesome. Yeah, see, so some of these things we're already like been finalized for a while. And so the content in which Anime Matsuri, some of them has been closed off, but we announce it later because we are working on, I guess, addressing how to sometimes announce guests,
The details.
and we want to make sure that all things are in place for you in order to do that.
And we keep you guys in mind at all times. We've been working really hard on programming, making sure things don't overlap where they shouldn't. I know somebody mentioned, man, that's a really early autograph session. Well, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Like, we've been thinking about many different ways to do things.
every Thursday there's like 10 to 15 of us arguing back and forth of why we should do this, why we need to do this time, change it to this. So every new addition to AM, there's been debates for it. There's been arguments. We've been here for like maybe sometimes 2 a.m. talking about why we need to make this autograph session at 11. Okay?
So yes, by the way, the JVA, Japanese Voice Actors autograph sessions are newly added for the morning segment. It is actually before doors open for the exhibit hall. I think it's to get out of the way, to provide more.
Yeah, get out of the way after you're done.
Yes, so that no, like literally so you can work on being elsewhere. You're gonna get in line for certain stores.
Yeah, you have all other things that you want
You
to
might
do.
want to attend panels. You might want to be in a tournament. There's so many things that you can possibly do at AM. We don't want you to stay in another line
for like 2-3
for
hours.
for a
That
couple
sucks.
hours. So this is why we move the autograph session to before the doors open for exhibit hall, and it's something that's new, and I think it's going to work out really well and there's certain perks for if you get that autograph.
Yes.
And
I'm ready
mind you, we also added the 10 lucky people that might want to get all 5
Oh, it's
JVA.
It's confirmed now?
It absolutely is confirmed.
Oh, man. Can staff do it too?
Yes. Can we?
Just 10 staff.
You've been ready.
All the 10 slots are by staff. I'm sorry.
No, so I mentioned that there's going to be lucky 10, 5 of them being Super Pass holders, 4 Super Pass holders, and 5 for the general attendee or for everyone. For all autographs
Me and you.
from the Japanese actors.
That's
awesome. And it's also bonus is that a discount. It's $20
Really?
off if you get all 5.
So
And mind you don't even have to go to all of them at once.
it's just one place?
No, you can go pick and choose whatever session it is, whether it be Friday, Sunday, Saturday, whatever session you want
So
for those 10.
So you're saying that I need to go buy this ticket now to get all the Japanese voice
It's not
actors?
available yet, Justice. It's
Well,
not available yet.
I work here.
Well, good thing is before I open, because, you know.
Man, you're busy. You can't do that.
Oh my gosh. So I just saw Cyphrin ask, I already sent in a vacation from work. So many people do that. Aren't you happy it's in the summer?
I'm extremely
Natalie?
happy.
She's a teacher, full-time teacher, and she usually takes off for Anime Matsuri for a week. And this year she doesn't have to take off because we're in the summer, guys. So it is really exciting to see our event, and with more availability for everyone to be a part of it this year. I think we're going to get a lot of families, and not just because of the Disney guests announced, but in general because it's just in the summer. It's summertime, and summertime. You guys will enjoy AM in and outside. There's lots to do. We have a beautiful park. We have beautiful scenic convention center district, and it is going to be gorgeous after hours and during the day as well. So indoors or outdoor, it's covered.
Yes.
So I hope you guys are prepared.
Start saving.
Start saving.
Open a credit card.
Start exercising.
Start the schedule
Cardio.
account, please.
Yes.
Yeah, just make sure that you get on the schedule.
Yes.
So I just want to mention that we want to update you guys and be able to share as much information with you as possible. But it is quite a undertaking what Anime Matsuri is going to be like this year, and it is humongous, just big.
Adding more about the app, just to address it again.
Oh yes.
So when you go to panels or events, they do list the room name.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually the same name as GRB. And if you want to know the maps now, the GRB has their maps posted online their website. So it's all public information. Through the app also, you can also see the
Speaking of app, it will be in about 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks.
In about 2 weeks, depends on, of course, the system. We're going to submit everything, and then we're going to go live on the app, the Anime Matsuri app, so that this way it's all at one place for you. So constantly throughout the convention, you should download the app so that you can be informed and updated all possible ways. So yes.
And I highly suggest it, because if there's any changes or any delays or anything,
It's gonna be change on the spot on your app.
it's gonna be
live.
on your app. It's live.
It's
so
live
it's the
app.
best information instead of waiting around
Correct.
or asking.
Correct. And we also, if you're on our social media during the convention, you need to make sure that we're going to be on there as well, informing you of any updates and highlighting things for you throughout the weekend. So just make sure that you guys are connected to us.
Stay connected.
Yes, stay connected. Okay, so yes, that includes the maps too. So we are going to have the layout for you, the different maps of where things are, like which level is what. But I also want to add one more thing, is that the second floor, we're going to create the meetups area for you guys. That our second floor used to have the exhibit for Evangelion last year, but that second floor now is going to be a meetup area because it's indoor meetup. for people to gather. So we're going to highlight that for you, and we're going to designate the areas for you throughout the second floor where you guys can meet. And then this way, if it's numbered or if there's a number or whatever, you guys know where to go. And it's going to be included in your app, in the schedule.
Yeah,
so cosplay meetup.
Download the app.
Cosplay meetup or, information. Yeah, all that.
Everyone has a smartphone, right?
Everybody does. Oh, and if you're a Super Pass holder,
yes,
we have nice things in your Super Pass lounge area. That'll help you relax and recharge.
Recharge
literally and figuratively.
To recharge. So it is something new, the Super Pass lounge in the Shibuya Crossing. Yeah. So I want to touch on the layout next time again, because a lot of people didn't get to see the full exhibit hall layout, which we have finalized, and we're going to be able to share with you. So I will, stay tuned for this, and we'll discuss what's in the exhibit hall again.
Yes. I wanted a few last questions. It's hotels.
Are
there any more hotels?
Oh, yes, there are going to be more hotels.
Houston ran out.
Yeah, sorry.
One of the benefits of booking on our hotel block is the fact that our city gets to see what is being utilized, and it actually helps the convention itself. We are able to bring more content within the convention district if you guys book through us. Also, it gives an idea to the city, like the demographic in which is coming, and it just helps overall the statistics, the survey for the city and for the hotels itself, and it brings business to our city. So it really does help that you guys support Anime Matsuri in this way, because the numbers at the end of the day count and help our convention, and be able to share this information with the city. And again, even though we're one of the largest events in the convention center, still the greater Houston area is 7 million people, so a lot more people can know about Anime Matsuri.
Yeah, let's have 1 million attendees.
Not this year.
No way. But yes, it is even though for us is a huge undertaking, each year we up our challenge and whatnot. We do really appreciate all your support. So spread the news. Yes. Spread the news about AM. Share the news. Share the information that we're getting to you guys, and being able to talk about it in general. It really does help.
So then you should expect more hotel blocks to open up.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. It's taking a while because we're working to try to make it affordable, or as most affordable as we can.
We're pushing a lot of things new this year, but at the same time, we want to be really thorough on it. So we're going to continue to push forward, you guys, and we really appreciate...
To make it affordable,
yeah.
Get more options, room options, more quantity.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe some companies don't see us. Like, why would an anime convention want this many rooms? Why would they want this whole block or this whole hotel? And then we know why we need that many. So we gotta push.
They don't know yet, but they'll find out soon.
I think there's a lot of ways in which you can support the convention, and this is one of them. And we really do appreciate everyone being a part of it, and being a part of this live tonight. So thank you guys, and just we'll see you next time too, right, guys?
Yes.
So continue to join us, stay connected to us on all social media forums at Anime Matsuri, or myself at Trinity Reloads, and stay informed. Not only that, stay nerdy, guys.
Good night.
Take care. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.